What's going on, Libra? This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, here to do your March 2019 love reading. So if you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, this video could have some insight that'll be really beneficial for you. And I hope you do get your message out of this video. Just remember, this is not only a general love reading, but with some of it resonating, other information may truly not resonate. If it doesn't, let it go. And, try not to make anything fit that doesn't really strike with your vibe, okay? I'm feeling really good about y'all's reading. Interested to see what comes up. During premeditation, and it's jamming right now. It came up, Young Stars in my bank account. I just feel like this chill, laid-back vibe to y'all. I feel like things are real simple. I feel like y'all are just focused on money, honestly. Like y'all are motivated. You're focused on your internal happiness, and you're really on some solo shit. I do get the vibe that you have your crew. I've got my crew, I've got my bitches, I've got my homies, yeah. And I'm really vibing with it already as a Libra rising. And I'm kind of ready to get into this. All right, we're gonna do Gypsy Oracle over here. Tarot of the Orisha over here. Follow it up with some Goddess Guidance. Excusez-moi. Let's see what we got. Cross watchers, you're totally welcome to the video. Know that. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments. If you resonate, you find some truth. Oh. And I really am, when I do play music while I'm reading, like if I have just like a randomized playlist that I'm gonna do, the tracks usually do lend insight to energy. This is a love reading. I don't know if somebody's from the past is coming up, what's going on, but we've got lies that we're told I feel you're getting away from. All right, Libra, that's what's up. In short, we'll get to this in a second. Bottom of the deck. Okay. We got a lot of cards that are just wanting to fly out here. And they're doing an exact spin. So they'll like face up, and then on the end of the shuffle, just, go back. So I was checking to see if any stayed faced, and so I was like, all right, complete flips. We got a lot of energy. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. That's what came out. So we'll get to those in a minute. Excuse me. So, let's see. Okay. All right, and as the music talks, I continue. So we start up top with the consolation card. And as we go around, we've got gift, doctor, misfortune, room, and constancy. I want to get into the cards and then get into the story. For the Tarot of the Orisha, female issue, a message from water, the Two of Water, the Two of Fire, the air element, the outcast. Four poppers, Seven of air reversed, Elebar reversed, Three of earth reversed, Ogun. So, where to even start on this? Okay. Both of those. All right, so we also have, the Seven of Water, the couple, the enslaved prisoner, and the Three of Water. So your March is looking pretty interesting. You have decided to walk away from something, and you're staying strong in that, Libra, I see. So you've already come into so many fucking blessings. Like, that's what's in the past for you. Now, I felt the need to note that because it makes me now think back to your past two readings, and it was about, really how great y'all were doing in other realms of life. Outside of love, particularly. Now, and it's not that you weren't doing good in love, it's that you were just healing and coming out on top of something, heartbreak, deceit, pain, to where you shifted your focus and your energy to other things that you were very successful in. So I'm not taking away from, your love aspect at all. Now, as you have been seeking a lover, that you've been going on blind faith, which is really good. It's wonderful. And you know what you want, and you know essentially where you stand on creating sound judgment in your life and creating boundaries. Okay? you do have somebody that's trying to get your attention, but I don't really know how much attention you're giving these. Actually, many people. I don't know how much attention you may be giving them, Libra. I feel like there's a certain pain that you don't want to go through again since you just healed. You've done an immense amount of healing because this was one of your more intense relationships, by what occurred and, for it being the most recent. But it's like you're choosing to stay in this place of solitude. And you're planning some things, you're plotting some things, you're playing it cool. You understand the prospects that you have. And honestly, they may not just be exciting you. I don't think you're going to move unless it's really exciting you. And the universe is working on bringing you exactly what you're looking for, exactly what you're asking for. But there may have to be some weeding out of that first. So you're just sitting pretty, okay? And you're enjoying the life that you're building for yourself, and you're patient, and that's really good. I really don't think you are even concerned with putting yourself in an environment, in a situation that like you were, because that's not even on your scale or on your radar. It's just not. There are many things that you are just trying to let burn. Many people, old relationships, for like relationships being including friendships, bonds that you've had with people that you are allowing to burn because there's no room for anything other than your happiness right now. And I want to note, I guess, just the level of strength that you are carrying out in this purification process, this chilling at the top, environment that you're in. I see that it's not like this mean you can't sit with us vibe, but it's a vibe saying you can only sit with us if you are correct and on your shit. And there are people who are trying to extinguish these burning bridges before they completely burn, people that you've severed ties with. And you see how futile these hoses are to the blaze that's gone up. It's just something that's not working. Now, as it pertains to your immediate ex, this person who has really been the key force through the transformation that you've taken to absolutely heal and open back up and learn how to love and live again and just be yourself. Is definitely still in a dark place, and they're trying to call you back. Trying to call you back in. But see, the thing is, you got them feeling like, and I don't even want to say you got them like, but really the situation has them coming in an enslaved prisoner energy. So they're feeling like they're in bondage and they are completely stifled emotionally. And I see it as translated to physically. There's so much blockage there. And there's so much darkness in, negative energetic form that as they try to cast you back, it seems to continuously backfire in their face because of the place that they're coming from. This is a person who has also not released all of the bullshit and baggage that they have brought to you throughout the course of time. they've held on to that and they want you back to deal with that so y'all can hang on to it together. And it would be nothing to where they would be in a place to really give reciprocity. Yeah, you know how I said that they're holding on to their shit and they're just like, it's something that they're not gonna let go of and they just want to bring it to you, they're not working on it. That's that energy. When we get to the outcast, that's that I don't, it comes with a sense of that I don't give a fuck energy, but it's really about anyone else, and not so much about like anything. This person cares about their misery and sorrow almost never ending because it's something that they've become comfortable with. This is a jaded individual, okay? This is somebody who just has chosen to sulk and bask in nonsense. And where they're trying to, they're sending out communication. It's interesting. Because they're sending out communication, and like I said, this is spiritual. Them spiritually manifesting you back. These are people who could be, you know, fellow witches. So I don't know if they're lighting candles and doing whatever else. We're not gonna, where it could go. But this is also someone who, even if they're not fully aware or practice on, the high levels of energy that are, they can still be putting it out there and strongly enough to try to manifest you back. But the communication that they're sending it's still coming with not being sincere. It still comes with manipulation. It still comes with a lack of boundaries, which we've already established is point number 1, 2, 3, high on your list. There won't be balance, no stability, nothing will change. So if you're wondering, I feel like I'm getting this energy because some of you may be wondering, not for the sake of even going back, but just for the sake of clarity. Because I do feel clarity that comes with the Ogun card here that we'll get to. But yeah. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, this may actually represent back and forth communication to where you have taken it a step further to see, to kind of get that firsthand evidence if this person could be different, which I don't know why you would want to bring them to the top with you. You still have to reach down off your pedestal there. And I'm just saying this is someone who didn't treat you fairly. And it's just definitely taken more than they have given. They've hurt you. And I do see, along with high levels of manipulation, a lack of emotional investment, because this is someone who definitely was a cheater or never made you first. And love was always beat around the bush with the way that they expressed it. Many of you were likely just living in fantasy land in a sense of this person was there. But you know how when we don't see the things that we need to see, we will take whatever they give as that, try to translate it to what we don't see. Like when somebody does something, you're like, oh, well, he did that because that's the only way he knows how to show that he loves me or she loves me. And then in the end of it, you realize it's all a crock of shit, and that person is just who they are, and wasn't good for you, relationship wise. Maybe for another person, you know. You're coming out with Two of Water energy, a message from water and female issue. So you have multiple options as far as where we're coming in March. You have some suitors that you're going to be strongly considering, maybe around mid, okay? A message from water. Now, when these emotions come in, there may be a crossroads, a point where you may not know who to choose. Because you're definitely appreciating and loving the fact that you are just noticing how sought after you are. As offers start to come in, new offers, whereas in the past it may always have been a revisit from an ex or something, like especially in the time of a retrograde, like now, you know. So, yeah, this is interesting. So to get to these suitors that we were just talking about, with the emotions that start to surge from a message of water for you internally, we have the Seven of Air, Elaba, and the Three of Earth reversed with Ogun and the Two of Water. So this is literally telling in a direct way that you have eliminated working on this situation as you tie up the loose ends. I feel like where, for the most part, they were, and it just was about a sense of getting clarity. March will bring that for you. You will tie up the loose ends and no longer work in any way energetically towards a level of commitment with this person, because there's an understanding that the path is being created for true bond and love to come about. This is what's here for you. And okay. So for a second set of you Libras, not for the first set or what have you. Okay. For you, for a second set of you Libras, the heartbreak was so great that you were just going to continue to enjoy your solitude and your pinnacles and just making money and doing your thing, okay? The Four of Earth comes up. This ends in my bank account, as far as I'm concerned. Just as you know, as I read this deck, it's gonna take a lot for you to make Yeah. Wow, there's a lot coming in for y'all. Okay, so there's some of y'all who are just not going to be able to get past that. The heartbreak that you just got done with, and you are going to just kind of snap back into discomfort within singlehood. And then what I'm seeing for this same group, this first group here, is that you will have a very difficult time, as you will come to find out, to make a commitment to this new person. But it would be self-sabotage, so I don't even understand what's going on. Okay. So advice for you, especially, okay, look, we got the 8 of fire and the 3 of fire on board, with the 2 of earth. So, damn. And it comes back around, I feel, for this first and second group of Libras. Okay? The ones who saying just fuck the past, and then, I'll come to a level of completion with removing everything that I come into this 2 of water energy. And then those who are just like, fuck the past, I'm going to just work on my core and stay alone because none of this shit is worth it. There's a point where you all come in. The ones who are resonating with my message on either end, okay, will come together at this point where, for those of you who have put off the opportunities, will meet someone who will create this shakeup. And those of you who are, going to be ensuing with this new person will have this retraction, this moment of retraction, and then another resurgence, right? Where you literally, or this person makes you want to pull yourself out of, or be, from beyond your walls. Okay? This is the person that I feel, from what I see, will allow you to believe that startovers are possible. Like startovers, like to fall in love again. To the point where you would place yourself in the early stages of committing to that. And the ignition of passion ensues with the 8 of fire, because this is discovering a true, just deep, passionate love that almost can't be touched and has never been felt before. And it's not like a breadcrumb feeling. It's not just like it feels good. It's unfathomably great. And there's a discovery that there could be a true partnership where not only can you share your coins and create investments and build a life with someone, coming together to create a new top. The top level where you are sharing with someone and no longer lonely. There's also this realization that you can make money together. Business ventures with Boo. That's what I see. Writing that real quick. I believe that just may be y'all's title. But yeah, I see business dealings. And this is something new with this 3 of Fire energy. This is like, I think y'all might start up or, mutually invest in stock or a company or what have you. Or again, it could just totally be creating your own. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Let's see. Ace of Air. See a pure relationship with solid communication. It allows you to have a high level of self-awareness. As do they. The universe guiding this love. We've got Ace of Air and a Message of Fire. The universe guiding this love and allowing true passion and desire to take form in flesh through you. And I see a relentless energy hoping for a new beginning. It's almost as if they would smell this. Smell this love on you, I'm getting. The interesting thing is, they want the world with you. They feel confined and restricted, as we know. Because the earth represents that also, and I'm feeling the energy. There will be many obstacles to reach you because of the protection that the universe has on this new love. The Komma.Raina gives verdict. We actually have verdict through the Ace of Air, the Komma.Raina, and constancy. We also have verdict through the Moon card. Let's be honest. This you don't come back. Tis over. And what the universe will do is assist this person in moving on their way. They'll start fresh, they'll start new elsewhere. There will be thoughts of you. But I see somebody letting go. I see, when I say somebody letting go, I see this ex-partner of yours letting go. It's been shown time and time again that the fuck up was far too great. Okay? On their end. I think they've tried maybe intensely, but what I see, the attempts were quite futile. However, I feel like they look back at all the disaster of the past with the Village card. And with the Eight of Earth, they want to pick up the pieces from that. I don't think that they've lost hope for you at all. But it's almost like a sad day that I'm getting here, where they realize that this is a true consequence of their action. And they must pick up the pieces and move on. Not in a resentful way. They'll always love you. And they're so, so sorry. Remember, Libra, people can only do what they can do. What they tell themselves that they're capable of. What they give effort to be capable of. Because I'm sensing that you still love them, too. In a redefined way. But the lessons have been learned, or let's just say it's at the point where both parties are understanding what the universe has laid out, and it's just time. It's time to let go. And there's so many bright days ahead. So smile when you think of them, okay? Think they will you. You are going to reach such great healing this month. From the new experiences and the experiences that tied up everything from the old experiences. I could have, yeah, I was so close to tears. Very heavy reading. Sulis, bodies of water. Spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. Ein, leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Ixchel, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. So, it's really time to meditate, clear your mind, connect with the mothers, connect with the waters of life, with Yemaya. So you maintain the courage to take the leaps toward the things that you truly desire and truly want. And to know what you truly want, you must heal yourself. Bring yourself to a place of balance and peace, harmony, tranquility. Pay attention to your inner rhythm, your beat. Allow the mother to heal you. Many of you who are able to take a late night swim, do so. Do so. Especially under the moonlight. Depending on if you get it, whatever area you may be in, however the weather is there. It's pretty straightforward. You know, really ending this, really getting to that point of clarity to where you can express gratitude. How about that? For the situation. Your inner harmony allows you to see what you've gone through with such a bright new perspective that you have no problems at that point accepting this new love that comes into your life because you fully closed the other door. I feel as though that is March for my Libras. This is what I see. Love you all.